Hey everybody, I'm Rob Tomlinson, aka DishNet34, welcoming you to this broadcast of the 2023 Power Pros World Koshien between Tenmei High and Valley High. We have a couple of great teams going at it. Tenmei is CPU, Frisk playing as a human. Can he defeat the machines and make it to the semifinals against Cash Money? Let's bring you out to Koshien Stadium to find out. Welcome to Koshien Stadium, home of the 2023 Power Pros World Koshien, round number 2 between Valley High and Tenmei High. I'm Robert Tomlinson, DishNet34, taking you on this journey here today as Tenmei High, owned by Kane Gang, ready to get going here. There's a look at the starting lineup for Valley High, and there's the starting pitcher for Tenmei, Takahara. He has been absolutely incredible in this tourney, a 3-1 record with a .26 ERA in pool play. It'll be Glicky leading things off, and that's a first pitch strike on the drop curve. Now, for those of you who might have missed the opening statement from Frisk before this game, Tenmei, due to some internet issues, some technical difficulties, is playing as a CPU today. Meanwhile, Frisk himself, Valley High, is going to be playing as himself against the CPU. So this is going to be interesting stuff as the ground ball for out number 1 occurs. Now bring up Martinez, the left fielder. So Glicky, the first batter, is out. Couple of fork balls in a row for Takahara to bring it to a quick 0-2. Pitch on the way. Pitch inside, chopped foul by Martinez. The 0-2 once again. A little bit of a hard sinker there that time from Takahara, 1-2. There's a fly ball into shallow center field. Tomizawa 2 can't get there. And that's going to be the first hit of the ball game for Martinez. So I'll bring up the third baseman, Lockwood, probably the best batter in this Valley lineup. Went 1 for 4 with an RBI against Sport back in the first round. Stealing is Martinez, and he is safe on a head-first slide. Good steal there by Martinez. He has been a speed demon on the base paths. Meanwhile, there's a ground ball to short. Lockwood is out, and there's second out of the inning. So I'll bring up Cadillacs, the catcher. One of only 2 Valley High hitters to go hitless against Sport in round 1. The 1-1 pitch on the way, and there's a fly ball, shallow center field. Tomizawa 2 going out. He can't get that one either as he reaches out. He couldn't make the play. It's an RBI single for Cadillacs, and Valley High takes the early 1-0 lead. Nicely done by Cadillacs, just floating it over the head of Tomizawa 2. Meanwhile, first pitch to slow is popped up to second, and that should do it, and it will. So Valley High gets on the board early with a run on the RBI by Cadillacs to make it 1-0, and we'll see Diego Ramos for the first time in this one. Had a complete game against Sport, 7 Ks, only 2 hits against him. Ramos been a solid pitcher in this tourney for Valley High. Shikigami will lead things off. He's hitting 154 after pool play. There's a ground ball to second base. Camp will have it. Oh, a bit of a wide throw to first. And that will put Shikigami on via the error. Not the greatest start defensively for Valley High. Pickoff attempt over to first, nothing there. Fork ball from Ramos in there for a strike, 0-2. It's going to go with the Shudo pitch there. And oh, what a strike for the strikeout. 1 gone here in the bottom of the first. Now I'll bring up Kayano, the right fielder. He pops up the first pitch foul. Keanuing 267 with 1 homer and 2 RBIs so far in this tournament through pool play, as this is Tenmei's first appearance in bracket play as the number 3 seed. And there's a fly ball on the infield, and Ross reaches out to make the play for out number 2. Now bring up the catcher, Togusa, probably the most dangerous hitter in this Tenmei lineup. He's hitting .429 so far in this tournament, 1 homer and 2 RBI. Big swing and a miss there, 0-2. 0-2 from Ramos, and there's a line drive into left center field. Martinez runs over to make the play, and that will retire the side. So Tenmei gets a base runner and nothing else. We go top second, still 1-0 for Valley. Ross will lead things off, looks at a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 on the way, ground ball, chopped to second. Goto has it, tossed to first in time for out number 1, and Ross is out number 1. That'll bring up Camp, the second baseman. Hit .379 in their career in the Aiken 9 training arc. Went 1 for 4 against Brazil Sport in round 1 of bracket play. Chops that one foul, and the count 0-2. The wind and the pitch from Takahara. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the hard sinker. 1 gone. First strikeout of the game for Takahara. So I'll bring up Bobson, the right fielder. Bobson not looking so great today, but not a whole lot of outfielders on the bench for Valley, so they're going to run with him either way. Bobson went 2 for 4 with an RBI against Brazil Sport in round 1, and he pops this one up to third, and this should do it for the inning for out number 3. So we go bottom second, still 1-0 Valley, as Tomazawa 2, oh, he was all over that, but swung right through that fastball. Meanwhile, there's a line drive. Oh, and it gets past the shortstop, Ross, for a base hit to start things off. Oh, that could have been disastrous. Meanwhile, he's running, and that's going to be a stolen base. So Tomazawa 2 already at second base, and now bring up Takahara, the pitcher. Grounds it to short. Tomazawa 2 will retreat back to second. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. So I'll bring up Kumagai, the center fielder, hitting 2 for 13 in this tournament. He floats this one over second base. Camp reaches out to make the play. 2 gone. Good defense there by Valley High as Yuichi swings and misses at the forkball for strike 1. Hitting 1 for 12 through bracket play, or at least through pool play, I should say. Line drive, right to short. Ross makes the play, and that will retire the side. So, bit of a interesting inning for Tenmei. They get the leadoff single and a stolen base, but nothing more. So we go top third. Takahara back to the mound for Tenmei as Ramos will lead things off for Valley High. Looks at the slider for strike 1. The 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Oh, that drop curve. That drop pitch from Takahara, absolutely deadly. And that fastball also deadly as Ramos swings right through it for strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Takahara. So I'll bring it back to the top of the order for Glicky. He went 2 for 4 with 3 RBI, arguably the best hitter in the lineup against Brazil Sport, but this time he grounds out to the pitcher. He is now 0 for 2 in this game. So I'll bring up the left fielder, Martinez. Got the single and came around to score on the Cadillacs RBI single back in the first, but there's a ground ball to short, and it's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Tenmei High. Valley High still leading at 1-0 as we head bottom third. Goto, the second baseman, will lead things off. He's had a very, very tough tourney hitting-wise, hitting just 1 for 13. Ooh, wanted to chase at that fork, but he didn't. 1-2 pitch on the way, and there's a line drive in the left center field gap. Martinez on the run. He will make the grab. Ooh, that could have been very dangerous, but he makes the play for out number 1. So I bring it back to the top of the lineup for Shikigami. Led off the first inning, getting on via the error, but this time he's going to fly out to left field for out number 2. And now I'll bring up Kazuya, the first baseman. Struck out looking his first time up with a nasty shudo pitch back in the first. Meanwhile, he's down the count 0-2 here. Looks at the hard slider inside, 1-2. Pitch on the way from Ramos. Oh, and he gets him with the shudo again! 1-2-3 inning for Valley as we head to the top of the fourth. Lockwood would lead things off for Valley High. Grounded out to short, first time up, back in the first. Looks at a ball high, 1-1. 1-1 from Takahara. Oh, he wanted that forkball so badly. Swung right through it. Tipped into the glove, actually. There's a ground ball to third. Shikigami, a good stop. Throw to first in time. 1 gone. So Lockwood now 0 for 2 in this one. Now bring up Cadillacs as the lone RBI so far in this game for Valley with an RBI single to score Martinez back in the first. 0-1 is a mistake pitch inside for ball 1. 1-1, swinging a ground ball, chopper to short. Tomazawa going to have a tough play. Throw to first. Oh, just in time by a step for out number 2. Great play there by probably one of the best defensive shortstops in this tournament, Tomazawa 2, as Slow steps up to the plate. Slow is 0 for 1 today. A ground ball to second his first time up. Chops this one foul, and the count now 0-2. The wind and the delivery. Big swing and a miss. Oh, they fooled him with the forkball outside, and that's a 1-2-3 inning again. Third strikeout from Takahara. Kayano will lead off the bottom of the fourth, looks at a strike one, and then he grounds it to short right to Ross. Throw to first in time for out number one. That'll bring up the catcher Tagusa. Lined out to left field first time up. The 1-0 pitch, just a bit on the outside corner, but finds the zone for strike one. 1-1 in there with a good fastball. 1-2 pitching really quickly here. There's a fly ball, shallow center field. Glicky on the run makes the play, 2 gone. Nicely done by Glicky. Thought that was going to fall in for a hot second, but it didn't. Now bring up Tomazawa 2, the 0-1 Shudo pitch. Oh, perfect paint right there for strike 2. Going with the forkball, just missed low, 1-2. Gonna go with the fastball here as he flies this one on a line into right field. That's a perfect line out if I ever saw one. 1-2-3 inning for Tenmei. Valley High still up 1-0 as we go top 5. As Ross will lead things off. She's 0 for 1 in this one with a ground out to second. Went 0 for 4 with a ground into double play versus Brazo Sport back in round 1 of bracket play. 3-0, the pitch on the way from Takahara finds the strike zone, so he avoids the walk for now. Gets the slider over for strike 2, so now full count to the shortstop. And there's a line drive. Oh, just past Tomazawa 2 for a leadoff single for Ross. Only the third hit of the game for Valley, and that'll bring up Camp, the second baseman. We'll see if Ross wants to try to steal here. I doubt she will. Oh, trying to get a bunt down was Camp. Couldn't. And then chops it foul. 0-2, the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Oh, that hard sinker gets them swinging. Second strikeout against Camp. Fourth strikeout overall for Takahara. Now I'll bring up Bobson. One thing that Bobson does not want to do is ground into a double play. He does have that red ability on him. So we'll see what happens here. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 gone. And that's strikeout number 5 from Takahara. So I'll bring up Diego Ramos trying to get something going. He struck out back in the third. The 1-0 pitch in there for the fastball for strike 1. Ross on first, and they'll try to hit and run here, but it's not going to work. Takahara on the pop-up will make the grab, and that will end the inning. We go bottom 5. Takahara to lead things off for Tenmei. Pops up the first pitch right to Ramos, who will make the grab. 1 gone. So bring up Kumagai, the center fielder. Looks at a first pitch Shudo in there for strike 1. Good forkball for strike 2. And Kumagai already down 0-2 in the count. And he looks at strike 3 on the Shudo. Strikeout number 3 from Ramos. First pitch from Yuichi in there for strike 1. Goes with the fastball, just missing a little bit inside. Yuichi 0 for 1 in this one. A line out to short. First time up, the 0-2-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. 2-2 again from Ramos. Big swing and a miss on the fastball at 164. Couple strikeouts in the inning for Ramos. And we go to the 6th. Glicky will lead things off. Looks a first pitch drop for a strike. Glicky so far 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs, trying to get something going for Valley's offense. Grounds this one to third right at Shikigami, and that'll be out number 1. So third time through the order for Takahara, and so far Takahara, outside of that, the first inning jitters there, I guess we could call them, has been fantastic so far. Has struck out 5 Valley hitters so far. Big swing and a miss there on that forkball. And that's definitely been the bread and butter pitch for Takahara in this game. Ground ball to short on a hop. Takahara will get the second out there as Tomazawa makes the throw. That'll bring up Brock Lockwood to the plate. Lockwood, the most dangerous hitter in Valley's lineup. 0 for 2 so far in this one. Takahara has really done a nice job keeping him in check so far. The 1-1 on the way. Big swing and a miss. Oh, he wanted that drop pitch so badly. The 1-2. Swinging the chopper foul off of that forkball. Takahara really loves that forkball. Wants to get a strikeout there, but this time it's a fastball grounded right back to Takahara to complete the inning. We head bottom 6. It'll be Goto, the second baseman, leading things off and lines that one into center field for a base hit. So Goto gets just their second hit of this tournament to lead off the inning. And there's a ground ball left side. Oh, diving stop by Lockwood. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Oh, baby, what a play. That'll bring up Kazuya, the first baseman. What a play by Lockwood to get that out. And meanwhile, this one he also grabs. Throw to first in time. Whoa, Nelly. Lockwood has been busy this inning. Pop up on the infield on the first pitch by Kayano, and that will retire the side. So a little bit of fun stuff there in the bottom of the 6th. We go top of the 7th. Valley High still clinging to that 1-0 lead. There's a ground ball to short. Tomizawa 2 on the throw. 1 pitch, 1 out as Cadillacs grounds out. So I'll bring up Slow, the first baseman. Looks like it's going to be a pinch hitter coming in. It's going to be Jet to come in and pinch hit for Valley High. First pitch to Jet is in there for strike 1. There's a ground ball foul. And the count quickly 0-2 on Jet, and a big swing and a miss on that slider for strike 3. So I'll bring up Ross, the shortstop. First pitch, ground ball to short. Tomizawa 2 on the throw in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Takahara, as the balloons will be flying in Koshien Stadium for the 7th inning stretch. Jet will stay in the game and play first base, as Tagusa will lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball foul to the right side. 0-2. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing a line drive into center field, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Tagusa. And Tagusa now 7 for 16 in this tournament. That'll bring up the shortstop, Tomizawa 2. Pickoff attempt to first. Tagusa back in safely. 0-1 on the way. Ground ball to first. That one just goes foul. Quickly 0-2. The 0-2. Another pickoff attempt there. Nothing doing. The pitch. Swinging a line drive. Ooh, Ross, I think, wanted to try to play it on a hop, but couldn't get it to happen. And that's going to be a line out to short. We'll see if that comes back to bite them, as Yogi will come in to pinch hit for Takahara. So Takahara is going to be out of this game. And the count goes 1-1. So Takahara was getting a little bit tired. Very surprised to see him out of this game. There's a ground ball to second. There's the double play that Valley was looking for. 4-6-3 to end the 7th. So we go top of the 8th. New pitcher coming in. This will be the first time we will see Okada in this tournament for Tenmei, as Camp will lead things off in the 7th, in the 8th, I should say. Camp so far 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts, and it looks like they're going. Are they going to do a pinch hit? Ooh, there's some strategy going on for Frisk here. Let's see what he wants to do. Against Okada has C control, E stamina, level 6 curveball, level 2 fork. So that curveball can be a bit deadly from this lefty reliever, but they are going to stick with Camp. First pitch on the way from Okada. There's that curveball in there for strike 1. We're going to see a lot of that from Okada in this game. Pop-up foul to the screen. And the count quickly 0-2 on Camp. Curveball just missing inside. The count goes 1-2. Camp with the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball right back to Okada. Nice stop there. And that'll be out number 1. That'll bring up Bobson to the plate. He's 0 for 2 in this one. A flyout and a strikeout so far. And that'll be a first pitch ball with the curveball. Count 1-0. Pitch on the way from Okada. There's a little fork ball into left field for a base hit. So Bobson will get his first hit of the game, and that'll bring Ramos to the plate. Ramos, ooh, are they going to go with a pinch runner here? They have June and Plasma on their bench. Aki is there as well. Cheese is there. Not exactly pinch hit types. Will they pinch run Bobson here? Yes, they will. They are going to bring in June to pinch run. So June will be the pinch runner, has ace speed on the base paths. We'll see what he does here. Ramos will let him run, and there is a stolen base from June. Ground ball foul. So runner on second now and 1 out. The 1-2 to Ramos, just missing with the curveball low and away. 2-2 on the way to the pitcher. That one's inside for ball 3. Full count pitch on the way, and there's a fly ball. Shallow right field. Cayano races in to make the play. 2 gone. June will hold up at second. So I'll bring it back to the top of the order for Glicky. 1-0 pitch on the way inside for ball 2. That was a nasty fastball there, just missed. Another big fastball there, 2-1 now the count on Glicky. The wind and the pitch in there for strike 2. The wind and the 2-2. Oh, that one was right down the middle, and that's going to get over everybody and go all the way to the wall. Glicky is going to have extra bases and an RBI double, and Valley High gets some insurance run. It's 2-0. It was a mistake pitch from Okada, probably the biggest mistake pitch that Tenmei has had in this entire tourney. So that will bring Martinez to the plate as June comes around to score on the RBI double. 2-0 pitch to Martinez in there on the fork ball for strike 1. Glicky on second would come around to score on a single. The 3-1 on the way, and that's going to be ball 4. So Martinez will draw a 2-out walk and now bring up Lockwood to the plate. And boy, if there is one batter that Valley really wants at the plate right now, it is this guy. 1-1 on the way from Okada. Pickoff attempt to second. Nothing there against Glicky. The 1-1 on the way. Popped up. Will there be enough room for Togusa? Yes, there will. And that will retire the side. But Valley High gets a run on the RBI double by Glicky. It is 2-0 Valley on top. So defensive substitution, they are going to put Cheese in right field to replace June, the pinch runner. So interesting decisions there. And there's a line drive into center field by Kumagai to start the bottom of the 8th. So I'll bring up Yuichi, the left fielder, as Ramos starting to get maybe a little bit tired out there. The stamina bar is getting pretty low. We'll see how Valley wants to play this. There's a nice fork ball in there for strike 2. The 1-2 on the way. Pickoff attempt to first. Kumagai back in safely. The 1-2 in there for strike 3. Strikeout number 5 from Ramos on the day. So I'll bring up Goto, the second baseman. The 0-1. Swinging a line drive, base hit into left field. And Goto with his second hit of the game. Kumagai to second. And all of a sudden, maybe Tenmei has something going here. And oh, what a play by Jet! What a play by Jet at first base, diving into foul territory to grab that ball. Holy cats, what an out! And that's a huge one right there. So I'll bring up Kazuya, the first baseman. Looks to get a power swing going here. And he lines this one to right field on a line. Cheese can't make the play on the jump. That's going to score 1. It might score 2. Here comes Goto for the plate. He will score. And Tenmei has tied the game at 2. Kazuya with a 2-run double. And just like that, we have a brand new ball game in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring Cayano to the plate. Grounds it to first, right to Jet. And that will retire the side. But oh my goodness. Tenmei, the CPU team, ties it up against Valley. So we go top of the 9th. High fly ball! Way back there and gone! Ball gone far for Cadillacs! What a game for Cadillacs! Solo homer on a mistake pitch, and it's 3-2. Just like that, Valley back on top, drops the bat. He knew it was gone. Holy cats, what a play! And Valley might just stay alive in this tourney. Fly ball foul to the right side by Jet, and Okada is gassed. Line drive to short right at Tomazawa 2 for out number 1. And Tenmei is keeping Okada in this game. Oh my goodness, do they even have another pitcher on their bench? I don't even know. 1-0 pitch, popped up foul, and the count goes 1-1. But man, oh man, Cadillacs have a game. 2 for 4 now, with 2 of the 3 RBI after going 0 for 4 in first round of bracket play against Brazosport. What a game for Cadillacs. 3-1 on the way to Ross is in there for strike 2. And Okada trying to avoid walking the Valley shortstop. Gets the ground ball to second. That is going to be a huge out there. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. And that'll bring up Kendra Camp, the second baseman. Frisk knows that Okada is tired. They're going to try to do power swing, try to run up the score here. 0-1 on the way to Camp, and that one's fouled off again. Just behind on that fastball. Count 0-2. Goes with the short fork. Nothing there. And the count goes 1-2. Pitch on the way from Okada. Popped straight up on the infield. That was a high fastball that Camp chased, and that will retire the side. So last chance hotel for Tenmei in the bottom of the 9th. It'll be Tagusa to lead things off. Tagusa does have I believe, the Gold Artist ability. So very good at hitting home runs, and there's a base hit into right field to start off the bottom of the 9th. And boy, if there is one guy that Tenmei wants at the plate right now, it is this one. Tomazawa 2 trying to maybe walk this off here for Tenmei High. The 1-1 to Tomazawa 2. Fastball in there for strike 2. Tomazawa 2 going with the big swing. Pickoff attempt, nothing there. Going with the forkball, Ramos watches it go by 2-2. Shudo now to Tomazawa 2. It's a strike 3 looking. 1 gone here in the 9th. Strikeout number 6 from Ramos. And he might be done for the day. And Frisk might have to go to the bullpen here. They have some interesting options here, but they're going to go with Donovan. Donovan, who has really good breaking balls, a level 5 fork, level 7 curve, goes with the fork on the first pitch, and that's inside on a mistake pitch for ball 1. So Donovan's going to have to try to get these last 2 outs for Valley. Mace, the pinch hitter, showing bunt. This is going to be a steal attempt. He's out! Kayano caught stealing, and there's 2 outs. Mace looks at ball 2. The 2-2 on the way from Donovan, just missed for ball 3. 3-2 on the way. Walked him. Oh, that was so close to being strike 3, but it's ball 4 instead as Kumagai steps up to the plate. The potential winning run at the plate. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. The pitch on the way. Inside for ball 1. Kumagai, the 1-2. Got him looking on the power curve. Strike 3 looking, and that'll do it. Valley High will be moving on to have a date with cash money in the semifinals of the Power Pros World Koshien. Your player of the game is Diego Ramos, and what a game he had shutting down this Tenmei offense. Did give up a couple of runs in the 8th inning, but overall got bailed out by Cadillacs a little bit in the top of the 9th. Take a look at some of the highlights from this game. And here's Ramos here getting a big pop-up here to mitigate a threat there in the 6th when they had a runner on second. And then Glicky in the 8th inning lining this one over the head of the center fielder Kumagai to make it 2-0. That was a RBI double there in the top of the 8th. But then in the bottom of the 8th, if you missed it, Jet getting a good defensive play there. That was the second out of the inning, but the very next batter, Kazuya, lining that one over the right fielder, Cheese. Honestly, I'm not sure if June could have made that play out in right field with the speed they got there, but it was a 2-run double to tie the game at 2. But then on the first pitch, well, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Then they did get the final out. Kayano grounding out to first. But then the first pitch of the top of the ninth, Cadillacs, dead center, Yabo, ball go far to give Valley High the game for good. 3-2, the final score in this one. So Valley High will be moving on to face Cash Money in the semifinals. Ramos the win, Donovan the save, Okada the loss in this one. Cadillacs the lone homer in this game. Looking at the stats, Glicky 1 for 4, Martinez 1 for 3, Cadillacs 2 for 4 with 2 RBI plus the homer, Ross 1 for 4, Bobson 1 for 3 in this game. Pitching-wise, Ramos with 6 strikeouts and 7 hits and 8 in the third, gave up a couple of runs. Take a look at the stats for Tenmei High here real quick. Shikigami 0 for 4, Kazuya 1 for 4, Togusa 2 for 4, Tomazawa 2, 1 for 4, Kazuya the 2 RBI, Goto 2 for 3, a good game from them, and Kumagai 1 for 4. Takahara 6 strikeouts and 1 run in 7 innings, Okada 2 innings, couple of runs given up. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I've been DishNet34, signing out. Thank you for watching. Take care, y'all.